to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when
There he goes right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Aaron Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run the counter. Peyton. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Yeah, I got you. Alert 3.
Get it.
On 3rd down, Peyton. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. He'll field this at the 5. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
You remember me? You remember me? Strong right. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now a first down throw. Luck. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Let's go, tackles. On. We got this.
Hey, watch this.
Out of the gun, Luck. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
4 down.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Set 70, Indy.
Nice, sweetheart.
Look at me, zip 5.
They'll try the left side. Peyton. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. They'll set up a throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? After the interception, it's Lund. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
At the 29-yard line.
Let's go. Blue 40. We got to get the ball, Z. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gano the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, orbit.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street. Mike, 55. Hey, check, 55.
Now it's locked. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Locke, and they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it cost them 2 points.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Luck now to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Check 13. Here we go.
Locke. Dancing to his left. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, These are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us, and sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Watch that, watch that, watch that. Kill.
Look at me. Go. Be driven.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. He finds an opening past the 40. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Break. 40. Mike's 40. Hey, keep it up. Hit it.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when...
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Safe. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Hey, box drop.
Mike, 55. Check.
Yo, go.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's complete to Sharp. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Love. Got a man open. It's Sutton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Lucky.
Luck throwing again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Again, Luck. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
6-6, pull it high. You're out. Hey, Echo. Yeah, fine.
On 2nd and 2, Kelly. Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone for a Bronco touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Get ready.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go. Watch safety creeping.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Peyton. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. No. Off. Check 3.
General West.
Check.
On 1st down, Peyton. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
Ready. 60 yards.
Game situation. Let's go. Check nickel. Hatchet.
Yep. Let's go.
Now a give, right side. Peyton. And he's got some space here. 20. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season, as his guys are back within a single score. Gano for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
Now Luck. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out, and the Bengals grab it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
10-2 stop. Topper.
Watch the pass. Check 37.
Hey. Hit it.
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. He's got his man Sharp complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Tomlinson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check, check. Motion to backfield. Motion.
Again, it's Tomlinson. And some room to work. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Monday, 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 Monday.
Check.
Strong right.
Check.
And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive court, no, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Go.
They'll try the left side. Peyton, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
15, Lonnie. 15 line.
Tackles. Kill.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we got 3 down.
2nd and 9 now. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Check safety.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Recon, 132 fighter.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On third down, Peyton, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, he's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Tomlinson on the handoff. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They stay on the ground. Tomlinson, a strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
Cut, cut, cut.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
70, Indy.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we gonna mic the 48, right?
61, Matchbox Lights.
49, check 49, check 49. 48's Mike. 48's Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. Shift, shift. Shift. Rush in.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber.
Bang, 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 bang.
Now. Hit it.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's locked. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He's going to have the first down past the 20. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
On the set. 36 to Mike. On the ball. Watch the edge. Check.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking.